nobody else is here. We've got Drooly is the oldest creature I've got, basically at 84. And Bubba's 18. Chipper's 10. Jeez, I'm pretty sure we tamed you. Or you joined us, I don't remember. Farrell's an adept. He's mate. Why? Psychotic, wandering, recreationally starved, tired, greedy for impressive bedroom. Mate, you've got an impressive bedroom. I fucking know where your bedroom is. Because it's fucking decked out. Pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. This one good statue is apparently not enough. Do we have a spare statue for Farrell? Mind you, he is progressing down the death list. He keeps tantruming about wanting a better bedroom. I do not currently have any additional statues, which is odd. I should really have. Oh, we've capped 50. Okay, so it's counting all the sculptures on my colony. Okay. Well, let's, I don't want to go nuts with this, but times what we've got by 4. Hit up a 200. What have we got? We got stone blocks for this. Stone block exclusive statues. We've got half of the large ones. I have 7 out of 20 grand sculptures. Let's set this up to 200. Okay. So they're going to keep making sculptures. Mostly they keep making small sculptures. The reason why I have it like capped usually is to kind of like keep them making it. I just didn't realize that they were counting all the sculptures I actively have around my base in this count. I guess I should have, but it's been a while since we've had luxuries, so fine. Chet's just made some kind of prosthetic leg, which is great. So when they make a prosthetic limb, they automatically take it all the way up here, which is kind of great because this is the hospital I kind of pay attention to. I would prefer to only have one, but with colony this size, you kind of need multiple spaces or at least rooms or something. Like, I usually try not to have doors in a hospital because the wait time to pass through one extra door could kill somebody. In some cases, it might be the difference between them getting started on treatment and stuff. But, yeah, in this case, I have a lot of my medicine down here. And I would like them to kind of move some of it up. But I also don't want them to move all of it up. I know if they're going to do an operation, they'll move something up here. But if they've got to run to get more medicine, they'll have to really run. So what have we got? Temperature is -2 degrees outside. How are we going? It's pretty cold across the board. It's actually, this is doing really well. I could be doing better with my grow rooms, but I can't do better with this top half of the map. Honestly, the lower half of the map, this is toasty. That's looking toasty. This could be better. I do need to put the heat things in here. I got to come back to that. This is looking great. That is not. I got to do something about that. These rooms, true. I do need a second one. Down here. This really does need 2. It's a little bit big for just one. 17, 18. That seems to be not quite perfect size for this space. Obviously, most RimWorld colonies are small rooms, right? We're talking about like the size of the generator kind of thing. So I am really like capping the maximum like area for this shit. Think about it as the same kind of radius as like this light. That's kind of like your good range of if the room's about that size, it's going to be whatever the temperature you've set for an air conditioner or a heater. Think of it like that. But because a lot of my rooms are like massive, it kind of like spans it out a little bit too far. You know, I'm thinking about putting the fireplaces back here and just moving these down because I've made one. Although we're at 9. What is this temperature? It's set to 60 odd. Who's working on this? Ina is. Ina's always fucking working on something. I tell you what. Manatee's coming in too. I'm seeing a lot of partially made components. which isn't horrible. The only problem is with a colony of this size, I also require a large number of components to repair shit constantly. So we've gone up by like 10 in the last day, but I could pretty much guarantee that somebody's grabbed a half a dozen and gone and repaired stuff around the colony too, you know? So that happens as well. As for the bionics, somebody's working on a few. We've got 5 unfinished bionics in the area. Scroll out a little bit. I've only got 1 partially made prosthetic, and that's only because they only have 1 bench that they can do that on. I don't know if one of these are... You're basically fully set to suspend, so why don't I add a prosthetic arm and prosthetic legs? Doesn't matter that they're down the bottom, because they can only shred mechs here. So 2 benches can make things, and I think that that'll be okay. Failed a table. That's okay, mate. There's plenty of chances in my colony to get your skills up, honestly. Plenty. If they've already made the TV, somebody needs to repair that. Like, that's going to be a component to break, to fix, whatever. Speaking of, these are on. Are they connected? Hold on. Yes, they are all connected there. So my only problem is I can't put it through this section, right? Just because of where my grow areas are. So what is this size-wise? Because I'll take them further down. I don't care. I'm more likely to get attacked on this part because I have a lot of valuable stuff over here. Yeah, because I've got heaps and heaps of valuable things here. Anything that attacks me, or you know what, I'm leveling them up there. Anything that attacks me will go, hey, this side is like exposed and is easy to wipe out and stuff. So they should want to attack me on this side. And that's kind of the point. It's actually to cause an attack over here. Like, I could put a bunch of really valuable things just out in the blue out here, and I would probably get raided on this side a shit time. Alright. We'll take it down to about there. The reason why I wanted to do that, so I want to make sure that, like, I can miss that little tiny corner there. I'm okay with that. I just wanted to make sure that they stay where they're supposed to be. I may have to move that one. Just chuck that over there for the moment. I think that might be in the way at the moment. Maybe just reinstall that like there for a minute. Let's see. I don't want Nina. Red's up here. You going to bed? Yes. Yeah, he's going to bed. Okay. Who's in the area? Who's awake? Seahorse is in here. You nighttime? Pretty sure you are. Yes. Oh, there's the other beautiful. It's Seahorse. Yeah, I knew there was another one out here. Anyway, Seahorse should be able to move that for me. She shouldn't have too much going on. Also, I just realized that the things next to this will have some level of light. It's in the growth, it's in the resting thing, but that's fine. How are we going with this? 8 degrees. Alright. So, this room is 13. This is warm, it's 20. This is staying a good -9. 14, 15, 6. What's going on with this one? 18, 18. They're all set to 18, 14. Probably because it's getting opened by both the most. So let's just... I don't really want to do a full 10. But let's pop a 10. And let's see how that goes. That's 7. It's behind by about 10 anyway, so it should be fine. That should equalize it, hopefully. This is luckily still nice and warm. This is about the right size room for what I'm supposed to be doing. This is kind of a little bit cool. This is kind of a bit cool. These are definitely a little bit chilled. My heaters are on though, which is great. And I've still got my fireplaces in here. So, like, this is 20, but their rooms are, like, 18, 15 kind of thing. That kind of thing, you know. Now, down here, I want to put the heaters basically in the same kind of spot if I can. About there, centered, and then here. I don't mind bringing in the extra heaters. I don't know how I feel about them being right next to the other heating thingies, but this area isn't that cold. I think they'll be okay, but this area does have the availability that I can heat shit up. This room though, we've got all 4 working on it. Let's reset them. Let's take them all up to, what do we have it on? 60? 61? So what is that running? It's 14 degrees in here at the moment. Is it going to come up in temperature at all? If I need more than 4, this room is like, holy shit. If I need more than 4, I need to put them in here. That's basically how that goes. It's still on 14. Mind you, they may only be just adjusting it. No, it's not changing. Oh, hold on. It's moving up to 15. Is it able to keep moving up? Because if it keeps creeping up a little bit, it's going between 14 and 15, which means something is chilling it, which means I think the air in here is keeping it cold. I do have chilled things in here, and they are currently like snoozed for winter. It did creep up to 15. How are we going with the power? We got enough power to do this. Okay. Turn that off for a second there. I can either barbecue this room by putting 2 more things down here, or I can choose to put things in there, which would heat up this a little bit, or I can choose to put heaters in there and this room will barbecue itself. So I'm thinking the barbecue option. I'm thinking about tucking it in behind that, because it's, I mean, that one, yeah, we'll tuck it in like that. We'll have a couple of heaters up in here. Now, I don't know roughly how far that is down. That's basically even level, which means that's about here, give or take. All right. So not thrilled to put 4 in absent areas, but they are passing through it. And when he's in here, he could be at risk of hypothermia, even though he is only passing through really, really quickly. Yeah, he was cold, but nothing really super changed. It's not affecting them too much, but I think it will warm this area, because this is up to 17, 16, 17. It's climbing, but it's slow. Maybe in the daylight it will be brighter. We'll see. It's lasted for a couple of days. Like, a lot of these I'll just switch off. Once the cold snap's over, I'll just switch them off. So ignoring that, because that is getting a bit warmer. Once they've made those 4, it will be hot. This is fine. This isn't too bad. I'm guessing it's getting some residual temperature, and all the animals are probably making it warm, because it's like 16 degrees in here, 17. They're doing great. They really are. I agree that I should be getting rid of all of my fire sources on the bottom half of my map, realistically. I'm going to leave these in here at the moment, but maybe afterwards I'll get rid of it. Now, as for in here, I'm thinking, I've wanted to do this for ages, by the way. I have wanted to add these in. Not a huge fan of putting these right next to the door, but I'll pop them up in the back corner. All of these grow rooms. This is on the top half. Okay, I could pop it into the back corner there. We can have 2. I think 2 will be enough for a room that big. This one's like struggling. Once we get the second one in here, it won't be struggling. These will make them, they'll make that warm. This is good. That's good. We're working on that. Those 2 look almost the same, so that's fine. That is a freezer on purpose. That's fine. If I had a bit more power, I'd like to put one in here, because this is a permanent grow space, and I'd like to have it active. Now, I have got my heater in here. This is 23 degrees. This is good. How you feeling, Weeks? Gorgeous environment. She's otherwise fine. Cool. She's unbelievably comfortable, in fact. So, yeah. Great for her. Everywhere else is looking pretty good. The only thing is, why are my lights here not working? Top half of the map. Got it. No, figured it out. I know, it's slightly draining now. Very slightly. If this is the massive drain that we're going to get in winter, is that the bottom half of the map is like just a blip and the top half of the map can't run, that's fine. Because in spring and summer, we're going to have way too much power on the bottom half and it's going to zap. What are you doing, mate? Going for a rest by going through the slowest possible way you can. Alright, we've got one heater on. This is already coming up. Temperature. These are starting to warm up too, and I'm guessing it's like that's warming. And that's warming it up by proximity. This is fine. If these are all warm, I may only need 2 in here. That's another point. These are only running at about 20 anyway. This is up at 20 at the moment. So I don't want to reset those. I want to grab these ones and I want to take them down by, probably take it down by 20, because once I've got the ones on the bottom half, I won't need it to be that hot. We'll see how it goes. I will gauge based on how strong these are if I need these two later. That's fine. But in the meantime, everybody seems to be doing all right. My grow spaces seem to be doing all right. What is this one at? 31. Let's bring that up. That's now warmer. This one's good. That one's great. Once this one comes up to spec, it should be quite toasty in there too. Yeah. Everything seems to look like it's going good. And like as far as room temperatures go, 12, 18, 14. This is still lagging behind, but it's slowly creeping up. It's 13. It's 12 to 13. So we'll see. We'll leave that for a bit because it's fluctuating depending on how many people are coming and going. I may still need to buff that up, but we'll see. This one's at 24. That might be getting too hot for them soon. I might be able to turn that one off because this room will retain its heat for a while. I might just turn it down a little bit. I don't want it to hit 30. I'm down back to like 20 odd. It's a little bit of juggling these around because these rooms superheat. If they heat up too much, they'll heat up the fridge. I don't really want that to happen. Mind you, we have like 3,900 fucking herbal health, which is great because we're still working on making more health. We had like 400 industrial and we took like 260 for this quest. So we've got like 290 at the moment. So they're doing great. They're still producing stuff. I also realized that I now have 11,000 cloth and I don't need that much cloth for production, which means I kind of want to turn one of these rooms into something else. What I should do, let's turn this berry section into cotton. A little small grove that keeps growing and keeps like replenishing what we're using. Let's change this to berries. I know I've got berries on that one, but let's change this one also. If we've got berries, I really should just do the 4 standard crops in this area. Have rice, berries. Is that berries? Yeah. And then have potatoes and corn. Because they'll give me all my staples and it'll give me a little crop of cotton. And the cotton will keep replenishing the cotton I'm using in the med kits. And I can only make so many of those anyway because I only have so many nutrient things anyway. So I'm kind of limited by that too. Short user has ranged weapon, that's fine. Hungry pen animals. All of my animals are starting to get real hungry. It's really trying to cull off my animals. It's like if I can't get you people, I'm going to kill your fucking animals. I accidentally hit pause. There you go. Alright, well I still have... Fuck off, chicken. I still have 73 health down here, so that's fine. My people can use that. I guess they're going to have to bring food down to them. Or we're going to have to... Oh, cold snap's gone. Fuck. Okay, well, in at least one more day, once we're out of winter, I should be able to turn off all the heaters. But if the cold snap's gone, which it does appear to be, just quickly hit a save. I want to turn all micro rooms back on. Everything. Outdoors, everywhere. So let's get you back to sowing. I should see, because it's almost morning, everybody rush out and want to start sowing crops and shit. So that wasn't too bad as far as a cold snap goes, I'll be honest. We lost a lot of stuff, but we didn't really, like no animals died. The cold snap's over and, you know, we have a chance to plant everything out by the start of spring, because it's the 15th of December. It's just starting dawn of 15th of December, which means that by the time we clock over into spring, cold snap should have like worn off. Like it's already 7 degrees outdoors. Basically on the 1st of spring, I need to turn off all of the heaters that I've added to the area, which would explain why these were doing good, because they are actually being buffed by the temperature changing. It must have stopped just as I put them in, which is fine. These rooms are going to be a bit roasty by the look of it. I could probably start by turning off these ones, because by the look of it, this area is like warm enough, but I will keep them because in the event of another cold snap, I'll need them. So the only thing I will do is, because it's basically the end of winter, I'll go turn off all my fires. I'm glad that I have them, because if I need to, I can at least like switch them on and shit. But they'll burn out for like another day or so, but they won't get refueled. I might as well turn off all the heaters that I can locate. So I start locating some of them. I don't know if I grabbed them all. Let's turn them all off. And the best thing is, now that the bottom half of the map appears to be stable enough that I could definitely have heaters down here, it does mean that winters will be a little bit better. I won't need as much wood now that I've got some heaters. And I obviously have sufficient electricity for the bottom half of my map. I'm not using enough to make a fucking blip. Like, one of these things got damaged, but look, they've got like the tiniest blip. They'll be back up in a second because I just turned everything off. Like, they are going around and turning everything off. This side, though, this is literally the other bit of the blip that it needs, essentially. Like, if I had halved this as like 2 halves, I would have had a much more even kind of run of a base, honestly. But the front side would have just been crippled by all the kitchen shit and some of the grow rooms and crap, and the back side would have been crippled by a lot of the bigger grow rooms and crap. So it's fine. But yeah, if I keep building more of these, like obviously I can't build them there, but I can build them forwards and stuff. Like, I can build a few more of these. Like I said, the wind things are not hugely useful to me. I don't know why I can't build that one there. It's not overlapping, is it? Must have been. Yeah, these things aren't super hugely useful. I honestly did consider just having an extra row of solar in general, but it should be fine. Bring that down 1 more. It might be hard to actually bring it down by 2. Okay, so that's not impairing that at all. I can get an extra one there. Sort of. I lose a tiny bit of grow space here, but not that much. I'm okay with this. Obviously, if they blow up, they're going to blow up because they're right up against those, but like, whatever. We'll be fine. You know, if it blows up, or that's not where I want it. If it blows up, it blows up. That's how I feel about it, okay? Like this, unless this catches on fire, it's not going to affect the turret in reverse. That kind of thing. And I do want to put these along the front of these as well, as best I can. So let's marry them up like this. That's not going to go across the water. But yeah, once I've got all of this shit, because I had planned to make this a long time ago. Like, when we moved in, this was a concept that I kept in like my back pocket, knowing that I wanted to make. I don't want it to be all like super connected. I have no need to put like a row of turrets here because I just want to use this space for what it is. But yeah, it's going to be a shit battleground spot for sure. Anytime I get a battle, they will absolutely wreck this. But if it can help power the top side of my base, because I feel like what I've got on this top side, by the way, what we've got in the picture is not what we've got. So we've got, and they're going to let me select 200 of anything. But I've got all of that. I don't know if I grab them. No, I grab them. I'm at 100. Is it not? No, it's keeping those. And 150. So I only have 151 power devices. Oh yeah, hold on, 152. Give or take power devices on the top half of the map because I managed to actually like do that really lovely. Sorry, I have too many there. We have 150 neat on the top half of the map. Oh, fuck off. It's 148. Cool. It's 148, okay? That's apparently insufficient for what we're doing because I've also got these ones here too. It's apparently insufficient. This bottom half of the map does not use the same level of power, but it has got 3 generators, 3 geothermal generators. So I don't need as much infrastructure down here. But yeah, I've still got a couple at the back there to make as well. All right, let's hunt those. I wanted to see if I could put a couple more here. There for sure, but this, I didn't think so. But that's okay, I wanted to test that because as far as I could tell, it was only this little spot here. And if it's only that little spot there, I might as well just see if I can remove it. Actually, if I leave it there, I will keep trying to do this over time and not waste the time making the bridge over and over again. That's fine. But yeah, obviously I can't place these here. It's not something I can do. But the back side of this, apart from that one extra, has hit its maximum. I can't fit more in here. I could fit some skinny along the edge here. It's just that it makes battling bullshit. So I don't really want to do that. This though, I can enhance this just a little bit more. If I wanted to clear out a few of these, I could. But I really think it's going to encourage fights to happen out on this side because so much valuables. So much more valuables than down the bottom off the side. So it might be useful. I do think things will land down here, hopefully. But yeah, where's all my planters? They should be out in like full force everywhere at the moment trying to plant shit. But yeah, essentially, animals-wise, how we go with that? Did we lose any? Nope, not really. Okay, well, basically my cows, my muffaloes, and my, I don't know if it was yaks, but they should all end up breeding up. We should end up with quite a lot of them. Hopefully, once these 12 hit adulthood, I'm hoping that those 12 will stack onto that. And 12 of these 15 are pregnant, so they should hopefully drop out another 12 and result in like hitting that in hopefully mid-spring. I hope to hit like the maximum number of cows that we want. The only problem is I don't have the greenage at the moment for this, and I kind of can't get them to it. The only other thing I could possibly do with this kind of map is I could make an external pen that goes along near the fence of this and allow them to walk out and along the edge here. That would keep them the fuck away from the internal areas, but that would also take food away from the thrumbos who are moving up and through this area. Lol. There's llama in the top area. Animal starvation. Yeah, a lot of my ducks and hens and stuff, they're going to go down soon. Probably, unless these all blossom. Because they're 50%. If they can hold out for another couple of days, we should be alright. Just, I see you guys made a couple more there. But yeah. I don't know. Basically, that's pretty much all I've got to do, like, next week is, try to get food production. Like, crops and shit sown for spring since the cold snap's over. And try to make it that the animals reach, like, their peak breeding quantity. So that then we can be pumping out hopefully as much food and hopefully as much animals as possible and leather and all sorts of stuff. Because, like, we kind of need that. I need to rebalance the chickens down and rebalance the cows up. So if I have to take the chickens down to like 20 or something like that, I will. I will go and have a look at a previous video of when, before the starvation event hit, because we had a lot of food until I had to launch it to an ally. When I launched it to the ally, I capped the whole colony. That was a mistake, but it would have happened over time anyway, and I need to see what kind of numbers I had in my animals for that.